Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So this is Chandra, your favorite monk, and tonight we have a very special tarot card reading. I say it's night because it's actually literally night outside, but it's actually 4 o'clock in the morning. What an auspicious time of day to be doing tarot card readings. We call this, in our monkdom, I guess you would say, it's like a Murky, it's like the time before the sun comes up. So it's a very auspicious time for doing, spiritual discipline, even tarot card readings for people, that kind of thing. So anyway, Stacy wants to know about the person of interest in her life, the person that she's connected with, kind of on an emotional level. There's that connection that they have, that they share. There's a distance in terms of separation right now, like they're apart from one another, and sometimes the communication is a little bit lacking. She wants to kind of figure that out. Is it that he's just working a lot? Or is it that he has some other love interests or other things going on in his life besides her? And, is this going to clear up? When? All these kind of good things. Let's find out right now. So the first thing is we have this Ace of Wands. So Wands are really about that action, that fiery energy. Ace is about new things going on. Ace is kind of like we're starting kind of a new chapter. So this, to me, it tells us there's growth in this relationship. Things are coming about slowly but surely. Relationships, different ones evolve differently. So you can't say that there's a one size fits all to relationships. We draw conclusions, and then other people draw conclusions, and then they feed us advice or they tell us information, and it's not always valid. It's not always relevant. And if you jump the gun too quickly, or if you start to assume things, you got to understand that the only thing that really matters, like in this relationship, is the relationship. It's between you and him, not you and your friends and him, or him and his exes, or him and his friends and you. It's just about two people and two people only. Two is a magic number here. So the Ace of Wands is really about kind of this new energy or new approach to things, new things coming about, new growth. And that's what I'm really picking up with this relationship. I see him coming more and more closer to you. It's going to be more on the mental, also more on the just the whole relationship heart kind of thing. Like that connection starts to increase, it starts to build. And in time, you'll eventually get what you want, but it's a process, so sometimes we have to enjoy that journey as the journey is taking us there. Next thing we have, of course, is the Page of Pentacles. It's the thing about money. We've talked about this before with this guy, and this guy is kind of like he wants to get his ducks in a row first before he, gets into a relationship or anything like that. It's a very practical way of approaching relationships. Oftentimes, like in India, we have a lot of arranged marriages over there. And but before a person will get married, oftentimes they have to have their career set up. So it's not uncommon for people to get married, like even into their late 30s, 36, 33 to 36, even a lot of times, because they're concentrating on getting themselves in a situation where, they can take care of a family, they can handle a spouse. If something should happen, one person can handle the other situation. So it's not a very uncommon situation. Here, the different, sometimes we get in this mode of thinking that, well, it's just about the love and this, that, and the other. Well, if you don't have the strong foundation, and if this person doesn't feel self-confident or confident in, their position and stuff, and in order to be able to handle things, there's going to be that anxiety in him, and that's going to filter over into the relationship, and that's never a good thing. That negativity, that frustration, that anxiety, and then we see that. So it's better sometimes, honestly, even though we don't like to hear this kind of advice always, but sometimes it's just like nice to just kind of let things kind of play out naturally and on their own. And so we see that happening with this, and it's a really positive thing. And I see good things in the future for you. Finally, talking about relationships in general, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is really all about, this is a card about relationships. It's a card about the influence of those relationships and having that influence. And this really is the card that's sort of more representing you. You want to have more control over the relationship and stuff like that. You want more of what you want. But we have the water here and stuff like that. And that energy is really that, things of coming and going. So there can be a little bit of influence over it. but and this is pretty calm water for the most part. It's a pretty nice day out, but there's still that water element. Water is about fluidity, things shifting or changing, or we're trying. As if you've ever been out on the water or something like that, and like something is floating out there and you're trying to get it, but the waves are pushing it away from you, and you're just trying to reach and trying to reach. And the more you do that, it's just like you're creating more current, and that object that you're trying to get, maybe it's a life raft or something like that, you're trying to pull it to you, and the harder it is to get. But if you're calm and you're still and you wait for things to you can kind of more gently kind of get to it, and you take that gentle approach, then you can just reach out and get it so easily. But it's when you're trying to like force things, it's that energy, that force that can be inhibiting. So this is basically it. Things are working out in your favor. Everything's going good. You're on track for things. Things are materializing, but they're doing it kind of in a nice, slow, easy way. We see that with this page. Pentacles. I mean, there's one pentacle there, one page. Pages are usually this kind of a more innocent, kind of messenger kind of thing. So it's this, but that's the message that you're getting, is that things are coming about. And then, of course, the influence. And we see the influence of the water and the subconscious and the unconscious there. So, stay positive about things. Don't get too don't work yourself up too much about them. The universe, God, your higher self, however you like to look at things, is pushing the probabilities, pushing everything in your favor for you to get what you want. So it's a great reading, really. It's honestly great reading. And it does kind of go, just thinking about other readings I've done for you, Stacy, it does really feel like that's really kind of still more in keeping with kind of the same direction that the other readings have pretty much given us here, kind of relayed for us. So anyways, much love and many blessings to you, my dear friend. And if you guys need anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you. Trying to think of what else. Oh, guys watching, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, because sometimes, not tonight, not this morning, I should say, it's like 4 o'clock. Sometimes we do these live streams like in the evening times, and we have a little bit more time so that we can actually get some chat questions. And so if you want to jump on the chat, ask some questions, get anything, if you have something on your mind, you just want to get some clarity about it, or if you want to ask me some psychic question or something like that, get some insight about something, I can definitely help you with that as well. So it's a lot of fun. We always have a good time during those programs, and it's a great way for all of us to kind of sort of connect together, kind of, I don't know if I would call it a tribe or not, but it's nice. I mean, everyone is independent, but yet we can all come together and have a good time and kind of socialize, and that's always fun. So I try to do that with this channel, kind of keep it open and that. So, and guys, if you haven't already had a tarot card reading and you want one, or if you need spiritual direction, many of you guys that watch the channel frequently know that I'm a monk. And so we have kind of a pretty regulated lifestyle that we live, but I do help people like with spiritual direction if and when they need it, or if they ask for it. It's always an option if that's what you need. I'm here for you. And there's other things as well. You can get all the information actually in the description below this video. Everything's down there for you. I love you all, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge. Much love and many blessings.